Time waits for no man. In 2019, I made a discovery. I learned something. I had traveled to Portugal. There's a small town called Faro in Portugal. I traveled there in 2018. After I traveled there, I made a video about my trip there. The video I made about Faro talked about the graffiti I saw in Faro. Now, if you ever travel to Faro, you will see this graffiti. So, the video I made about the graffiti was particular to my experience traveling to Faro, but also it's a video that's particular to anybody's experience who travels to Faro. Okay, let me say that a different way. If you visit this city in Portugal, you might you might notice the same thing that I noticed, which was the graffiti. What I learned after making that video is that every person, or, well, not every person, excuse me, but many people who travel to Faro had the same question in mind when they went there. Well, who is this person, or who is this group of people who are, creating this graffiti art everywhere in Faro? And if that's your question, and if you're like me, you're going to go to Google and you're going to search, hey, tell me more about this person. That's what I did. So what I learned by making the video about the experience that I had when I traveled to Faro, is that the experience was not unique to me, but it was and it would become an experience shared by many people. So basically, anyone who went to Faro and said, "Hey, what's up with all the graffiti here?" They'd probably go to Google and then they would find my video about, "Hey, I was in Faro. I kept seeing all of this graffiti. I wanted to know, what is all of this?" So even though my video didn't give any answers to people about who these graffiti artists are, my video certainly, I don't know, comforted these people who were visiting that city and said to themselves, hey, the same thing that I said. The lesson in all of this is, think about something that's interesting to you. Make a video about it. Put it out there and basically wash your hands of it. Keep going. Whatever you find interesting, just keep doing it. It's sort of like Hansel and Gretel, leaving breadcrumbs along the way. Someone else, excuse me, someone else will pick up from where you left off, or someone else will at least gain encouragement, motivation, inspiration from that little tidbit that you left behind. Just keep going, post something. Just like the experience in Faro. I made that video and then I discovered it's been, let's see, 6 years. 6 years since. The video hasn't gone viral, but the video, I remember when in 2019, when I checked the video analytics and the stats, that video consistently got hits. Like on a daily basis, someone viewed it, one or two people. So I've collected over 400 views on that video. But imagine, excuse me, imagine if the same principle was applied to something that was more familiar, more popular. And if you just make that video, put it out there, then the law of attraction will take over. Peace and blessings. IC 109 out.